defense. I won't buy everything. So needs to choose your affection carefully. Amnesia is easier than living in a land of ignorance. But you're making your paycheck, so cut out your time and take all your money. It's just an excuse to say we're making progress at the detriment of those who can't afford the privilege. My skin is a bullet if what they claim is true at all. Yeah, I want to be different, so give me some more. We live in the world of absolutes. Feel my pulses, take my temperature, dictate my feelings. Give me a reason why I want to hate you. Nothing compares to your adolescence. It's obvious to all. Are you offended now in seeing red again? But oh, I can think of it. The boy who cried wolf in the end. And all we need is a reason to make our purpose clear. We're here for our recognition of everything you did and more. We made it this far, but not everyone is as headstrong. I cut out my tongue and save all the
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode. And I don't think you can hear me, can you? Can you hear me, Jeff?
I can hear you perfectly clear. I don't know if they can hear me either.
I see
Um,
your audio going through the right channel in OBS, so I think they're going to be able to hear you. I'm not sure if they can hear me.
So let us know, people, if you can hear me, but not. Oh, you can hear both. Badtown Hut says you can hear both.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
actually a really nice surprise. I didn't think that would happen. The OBS gods have smiled upon us because
Apparently.
I thought the reason my audio wasn't going out was because I didn't hear my own voice blasting in my ears right now.
Huh.
So that's actually a really pleasant surprise because I thought I was going to have a terrible time tonight trying not to drown myself out. So how you doing, Jeff?
But,
How are things?
doing all right. I mean, just trying to recover from a long weekend. It's a long weekend for some of us. Not for most people, though, I think. But long weekends are filled with events for kids. So it takes up most of my weekend running them around places. So it's not really a 4-day weekend. It's more of a 4-day of running around like crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I can relate to that a little bit. You say not for everybody. Is it not I always thought, is it not a holiday in the States for
Well, it's just
Easter?
mainly for schools and governments, I believe. Not most
Oh,
business. It's not an official holiday, so most businesses
gotcha.
don't take it off, as far as I know.
Gotcha, gotcha. Can you be your charming self and just entertain people for a minute? I still have a couple problems on my end. I got to tweak for a minute
Yeah,
before I get right into it. So if you want to chit chat with the fans or whatever, I'd
definitely.
appreciate it. I just need you to buy me a minute or two, please, if you could.
No
That'd be
problem at
great.
all. I'm also getting
Awesome.
a note here because I didn't even think about it, but last week when I wasn't here, there's a whole bunch of names for the Magic Wheel. So I'm going
Oh
to
yeah,
drop
yeah.
those names in the wheel while Jason works through his stuff there. And happy to say there is just 15 names actually from last week when you guys all got to see the latest, the last champion revealed there, which is a champion after my own heart, Oni. I'm so disappointed I couldn't be here to reveal that one. Um, but I hope you all enjoyed it. I mean, the list here was a Damien, Duelist, Imperial Pulls, Will, Cardboard Cohort, Scott, Edward, Badson, Marcus, Andrew, uh, Ismail, Mr. Alex, David, Timmy T, and Madtown Hobby were all here. What did you guys think of it? I want to hear it firsthand from a few of you that are still in the chat here. What did you guys think of the sorry, I'm deleting things as I talk here of Oni? Were you happy? Were you excited? Were you glad it's they're finally coming into their own there, Oni, and getting maybe something playable, unlike before? I know I am for sure. I can't wait to start building some stuff with them just to see how it works out. As per usual, I probably won't be able to build anything that's competitive, but that doesn't matter. The point is just to have some fun, right? For me, at least, the point is to have some fun. I'm just going to shuffle up these names here. Actually, you know what? Do you mind, Jason, if I do the draw while you're still fiddling around there? I'll turn the camera towards it and all that. I'll
I
make
think
sure
that
it's on
makes
screen.
perfect sense. I'm sorry. I'm
No, no, not a
just
problem.
scrambling for a minute. OBS was so difficult today, so it's been a real frustrating thing for me.
Not a problem at all. Let me get this camera moved over and opened up, and I'm gonna have to wait a minute for everything to catch up to it here on my end. So just so I can see you keep doing what you're doing, which is fine. I can just vamp for a little bit here and chit chat. Let's let that
Perfect.
camera to
Oh,
overblown
the good news
brightness.
is you're dead on. You're perfect right
I'm
where
dead
you are.
on.
Yeah,
All
it's
right, so
perfect.
we're gonna just do the spinning. Then we're gonna shuffle it up,
Yep.
and we're gonna hit. Where's the spin? Oh, right here. Spin.
And again,
So
as
let's
Jeff
see
mentioned,
who last
this is
week.
from last
Sorry.
week. Yes, that's right.
Yes, this is
Perfect.
last week. So don't worry if your name's not on there and you're in the chat. Oh, and it's just, is it going to push over? Stop that Imperial Pulls.
Imperial pulls. Nice.
Imperial Pulls got it. It
I
was
know those
so close
guys.
to Andrew V there. So close for you, Andrew V. Let me flip this back over to me now, and let's see if I can recenter myself, which probably won't go too well, but it'll be okay. You don't need to see all of me.
All right, Jess. So just to
Letting
get you
HD.
started on this week's list over in the North of Exile Games chat, we've got
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey P72. That's Jeffrey spelled GEO,
Oh,
not
thank
your
you.
spelling, just so you know. We've also got It's Me
Yeah.
Ebby in the chat over there, and John Rayner, aka JC. Yeah, all three of them are chatting it up over on the North of Exile Games chat, which they won't get to do
Beautiful.
much longer because that YouTube channel is probably going to go bye bye soon. I think now that the store's closed down. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it up for historical sake. I don't know.
Yeah, I say leave it up. You have some good stuff on there. It goes back to when you were doing board game playthroughs and stuff like that. Sorry, I shouldn't tell you what to do. Personally, I would leave it up because there's some historical stuff there that I think people would like to get access to here and there.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so maybe I will leave it up. I hadn't really thought about it, but yeah. So congratulations to Imperial Pulse for winning last week's prize. I'm excited for another really fun live stream tonight. Tonight is actually a night that I've been really looking forward to for a while, Jeff, because the card that we're going to be revealing tonight is the kind of like the tip of the iceberg for something you and I have been alluding to for a
Oh yeah.
long time. And it's going to be really fun because we're going to kind of reveal tonight's card and not delve too much into what it means per se. People are going to have to wait probably till next week when they're going to understand because the card tonight
Mhm.
references one or more other cards in the set. So
Oh
people are
yes.
going to be doing some guessing games, which I'm actually really excited about to see where people's minds go and what they're going to think. And who knows, maybe somebody will understand right away where we're going with it, or maybe it'll be a surprise next week and people will be blown away by what it all means. But it's very fun. I've been much looking forward to tonight.
Now, do you have a video along the lines of what you did before, or are we just going to spoil the card and show it when the time
No,
is right?
not for this one. I kind of just wanted to do that special treatment for the actual champions, and tonight's
Oh,
card is not a champion. So I do have just a graphic loaded up. That's what I was fighting with when you were starting the stream off for
oh,
me, was I was getting the graphic preloaded so that I can put it up whenever we want
sweet.
and take a look at it. So
That's
yeah, I'm excited about that. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
I think it's a good choice because it does give people a chance to watch it for a while, read through it. The videos are great, especially the latest ones with all the lore going through them and all that. But it's nice to have it on screen when it's this kind of a spoiler that they can read through and ask some questions that we may not be able to answer, some that we maybe hopefully can answer.
Yeah.
It depends how much we can reveal and talk about. Um, I just wanted to touch base with a couple questions and notes that came through. Was there Duelist? Duelist got their pack. They were very happy with it. They got a foil Harley Quinn and non-foil. Madtown wants to know what band it does the intro song there. Do you
Yeah,
have
that I
that? Oh, that's in the credits, isn't it? Too. Yeah.
Yeah, the one in the credits mentions specifically the song that plays in the end credits. But I'll jump around right now on my computer and see if I can pull that info up too, because I should be able to pull that up real quick and easy. Oh, but you know what I just realized? It might block out your image on the video because you know how if I have more
Yeah.
than one
Yeah.
window open. So
Yeah.
forgive me if your face gets blocked out for a minute while I do it, but I'm just going to
No worries.
quickly open up my video editing program and see what the name and of the band and the song is that we use in that intro. I think
Yep.
Madtown was asking probably about the last song right before we start the episode, I think. So I'll check, and if that's not the one he wanted, I'll be able to give him the info on all of them in just a sec.
And welcome, Edward and Mr. Alex, 21 Alex. Madtown. So your spring break was connected to the Easter holidays. Interesting. So that was a nice long break for some of the kids there and some people. That's great, and I hope everything's going well for you. You did open your brick and mortar, I guess, recently, or at least got that started. So I hope everything's going well for you on that front. And yes, Mr. Alex, Happy April Fools. Do you say Happy April Fools? I think you're supposed to just do the trick and not worry about wishing people a Happy April Fools. Hi, Marcus P. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing great. Don't know how many of you got a day off sort of thing or got to enjoy the long weekend. Oh, New London Fire. Oh, I better actually write down your username, not there. London Fire. There. I was about to write New London Fire, and then I'd be confused because it's different than everything. And did anyone have any clear for sharing, safe for work pranks pulled on them today, or any pranks like that go through? I didn't personally. I don't. I like the idea of it, but I'm not a huge prankster like that, so I didn't have or do any April Fool's jokes. I don't know if any of you guys had anything done to you, or if you did anything. I know in school it was always a big thing to try and do something with your teachers and all that, but we never really got anywhere with it. I don't know if anyone else did here, sort of thing. And I didn't see much online. I don't know if anyone else did. I know in the past Google used to release things. Everyone used to do all these crazy April Fool's gags, and I really didn't see anything today. I don't know if anyone else did. If there was any of the big companies released something to kind of trick people and whatnot.
It wasn't a big company, but the town of Midland had a cute one today where the mayor announced that in the summer, the hockey arena in town, which we have a pretty nice hockey arena, they're going to get use out of in the summer from now on by filling it up to the height of the hockey boards and turn it into the biggest indoor swimming pool. And a few people fell
That's
for
pretty
it.
funny.
So yeah, they're
Really?
like, "Oh, that's a
Oh my
great
god.
idea. The kids will love swimming indoors in the summer." So
Oh, Madtown's got a good one. Can't compete with the reality of it. There was a great joke a few years ago about the Onion having to close down. If you're familiar with that newspaper, now I guess it's online paper
yeah.
that they had to close down because they couldn't compete with reality. They said they couldn't make stuff up. They used other language, but couldn't make stuff up that was crazier than what was going on.
Yeah, I
Some
laughed at
music
that.
artists did. I didn't know that Duelist. A few music people did.
So
I'll have to dig those up then.
So I have the answer
Sorry,
to
did you find it,
Madtown
Jason? Go
Hobby.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
So all the music that we use for all of our openings and our closings and everything else, we get licensed through one of those third-party license sites. So it gets cleared for use on YouTube and whatnot. And that band in particular is called Field of Giants with a song called The Absolute World. Oh no, World of Absolutes, but the band is Field of Giants. So
The Giants World of
there you go.
Absolutes. There you go. So write that down so you don't forget it.
I'll add
um,
it to next week's end credits. I'll add all the intro music to the
there we
end
go.
credits, and then they'll be able to see all of them.
And the community TV show. Sorry, I misunderstood what Damien had said there. That they canceled the movie and are doing season 7. Are they actually doing the movie? Because it's supposed to be 6 seasons in a movie, right? That was their catchphrase at the end of or during season 6. And I hope they actually are, because Community was great. It was maybe not entirely family friendly, but my whole family watched it because we loved it. So we made the kids watch it, offer the kids to watch it, and they loved it too. I didn't know The Onion was based in Madison. I was in Utah, I think, and I picked up a physical paper copy a lifetime ago, 10, 15 years ago, something like that. And I was ecstatic that I got a paper copy of The Onion. I don't know where it is now. Probably turned into mulch somewhere, but I thought they were local to there, but obviously not.
I'm pretty sure my favorite Pro Tour Magic player of all time lives in Madison, Wisconsin as well. His name's
Oh.
Adrian. I'm forgetting his last name, but I'm sure Madtown Hobby can fill it in for me. Adrian, and he was the player who kind of famously always played his lands at the front of his playmat instead of the back. So they had to make a rule because they wouldn't let him do it anymore. Yeah, really
I
cool player. I'm blanking on his last name, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's from Madison.
so I know
Cool
it's a
little
little off
place.
topic, but there was where was I not too long ago, and I saw people playing their lands or mana resource, or it they were doing it in Magic, but they were doing it in other games too. They were playing them along the side, like vertically, and then they would
Oh
pull them
yeah.
from there and put them in the middle of the playing field to say that this is now my resource I'm using. And I've never seen that before. This was the first time I saw it. They were, I think, slightly newer players, and it was like the new style of it somehow. I don't quite understand how or why. Arena doesn't show it that way. Nothing does. But anyways, off topic. Just it was interesting to see people playing it along the side, like in vertical columns. Kind of threw me for a loop, which I guess was part of the way of doing it. This has got to be a year or two ago though, so it's not recent.
Over
Oh,
in the
Mad Town
north.
says the crazy hub there. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, for sure it is. There's a couple kind of famous stores there too,
nice.
including, of course, Madtown Hobby.
Yes.
And then over in the North of Exile chat, JC said that there was MTG and GameGenic did some jokes today, and Roadrunner Cards did a joke today. So some of the big companies got into it.
Okay, I see. I see. All right, so I'm gonna have to look those up then. I guess I've just been living under a rock today. Like I said, running kids around to events kind of eats up the day. So I guess that's why I missed out on all the key stuff. But I'll catch up to it. Um, I can't believe that we're already 20 minutes in, Jason. I also can't believe we're on episode 39.
I
Like this is
know.
crazy, right?
Yeah, time
It's,
flies by. It really does.
yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll wait a few more minutes. I mean, we're over the 10-person mark, which is great. But let's wait a couple more minutes and then show the spoiler. Or do you want to show it now so they can start talking and thinking about it? I don't know if there's any other news that you want to go through first or not.
Off the top of my head, I did want to let people know in case anyone hasn't taken a look at the genesisboc.com website lately that it's been updated quite a bit, especially in the last week. I have, now that we're done making videos for the new champions that have been coming out, I have been getting a ton of additional lore added to the website as well. So most of the champions, I think 5 out of 8 now, have a whole chapter, text chapter of lore that leads into the video spoilers that we've revealed before, just to fill in a lot of the plot points and help connect the dots between different character stories, because some of the champion stories are actually going to be pretty intertwined as the lore continues on. So if anybody likes lore for card games like ours, definitely take a moment to check out the website. There's a new video map that shows where all 8 of the champions in Metamorphosis can actually be found on the map. And like I say, there's just a ton of new lore, some of it fairly significant, to check out and dive into. So I'd encourage people to check that out if they feel like it.
And there's another nugget of news that I'm sure you guys all found out last week, but like I said, I wasn't here. 8 champions. That's what's coming in Metamorphosis. We've got 8 new champions. 3 of them are transforming champions. So
Mhm.
I guess it's 8 plus 3 sort of thing. I don't know how you want to look at it that way, but yeah, that's the gamut of what you're going to have available to you in Metamorphosis when that releases later this year. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see what people build with that.
Yeah. And if anybody
Mr.
missed
Alex,
any of them, they are all up on the website now in the library section as well. I got all 8, so you can check out the card spoilers. Sorry.
Duelist said the lore looks good, and I don't know if Mr. Alex is pulling an April Fool's gag with this game has lore. Kind
Yeah.
of like I don't know. I'm questioning that. Possibly, I don't know.
Surprise! It
Might be
does.
pulling my leg. Why don't we add to that lore now, Jason, and throw up what we're revealing today?
The exciting
I think
card? Sure, I would
I
love
think
to.
so. I think it's the time for people to read through it, or I guess we can read it out once it's on screen. I've got a copy of it here on my screen too, if it's doesn't come through smooth on the video for you, and I can read it out if people want. But yeah, throw it up there. Let's show it to people.
Sounds good to me. Give me just 1 second here. I just got to get the right
Yep.
button to push, and then it'll pop up on the screen. I'm just dragging it to make it as big as I can too,
Yep.
to make it nice and legible. So here we go. It should pop up on the screen any second now for people. The card, because I know Jeff's on a delay for a couple seconds, is called Wind Touched Carry, which is a summon. It has a fighter creature type. It starts off with 4 health, and it's got some cool things that we can let the people read.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff, I'd love to get your opinion on it. I don't know if you can see it yet.
Yep, I can see it. It's up now. I've got it here. First of all, because we're going from top to bottom as we go down it, like just the way you were reading it, that art by Philip is phenomenal. He hits it out of the park every time, and I mean, look at the shine on the shoulder plate there, a little bit of the wear and tear on it. Just hits it out of the park every time. It might sound minor to some people, but the angle of everything just gives it that dramatic pull, that action kind of that's in that space. It's really, really nice. I'm really happy with it. I think everyone will be too. Philip really hit it out of the park. Forward awareness, 15 aura to get it in. It's an uncommon card. Air attack 4. It is part of the Bellum, so it does have an air attack. And there's an interesting
Strong one,
continuous
too.
there. Eh? Yeah, very strong. Very
4
strong.
damage is nothing to joke about. So yeah, it's
It
a
is
good
not.
little threat.
It is not, and there's something interesting in that continuous there. It's an ability called United. It does not transform, Damien. It does not.
Nope.
Do you want to read it out, Jason, or do you want me to read it out?
Oh, you go ahead, Jeff.
Okay. So it's a continuous called United. While Wind Touched Kari has 2 or more differently named ally citizens, citizens around Wind Touched Kari deal an additional 1 damage. And that's all we're going to say about it. We can take it off the screen and move on to the next thing. Then we don't have to touch on that anymore. I'll be saying that every time, and it's not funny this time or every other time. Yes, the card says Philip, not Flip.
Oh, that's a good pun.
It's a good one. Yeah. We didn't do it this time. We still have our pun jokes available for the day. We haven't used it up yet. That was Mad Towns. But there's a couple words in there. I don't know if you guys have picked up on it. That are a little bit different than what we're used to.
United is a new keyword that hasn't been seen before.
Yep. And then there's a couple other things in there. I'll see if they can. I mean, obviously they're going to pick up. I'm assuming they're going to pick up on it. I shouldn't say obviously, but I'm assuming they'll pick up on it. And it's actually something that was very early on. Jason brought into this set, and I think it really helped springboard a lot of the design of the set and really pushed it forward. Something he brought in a design element that really got the thought process working with the dev team and really got them pushed forward with a whole bunch of stuff. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get too much into detail. I'll just call it stuff. A whole bunch of stuff in the set.
I think we're kind of looking forward to next week when we'll have several cards to spoil that will pair up really nicely with this one. And I think that's when we'd really like to delve into all the cool implications of what that means and what the opportunities for gameplay are moving forward that didn't really exist before. So we're excited about that. It's going to be really fun. And I think it's going to open up some new opportunities for play styles that people haven't really gotten a chance to flesh out before. So it's going to be really cool, I think.
Oh, and the design space going forward now that we're opening things like this up, the dev team is they're going crazy with it. They're really excited about it. John is in the other chat. He can even say, I'm not speaking out of turn. They've said that.
Yeah. Madtown Hobby has asked the $1 million question for tonight, I think. So that's one that we're not going to answer till next week because we'll have some more cards to reveal next week that will paint a really cool picture, I think, when you see them all. So.
Yep. But you got it. Did you? A heavy pillar. What would you consider a heavy pillar?
I think all the pillars are fairly heavy. They look like they are.
Except the air pillar. That one's floating.
That's true.
What would you consider heavy, Mr. Alex? Is this like an ability you're looking for on it, or or something that would make it heavy, unmovable maybe or something. Just curious what you're thinking about there with that.
I'm thinking he's
But yeah, it
probably
is.
looking for a pillar that boosts heavy damage, similar to the other types. Is probably what he's asking for.
Oh, I see. I see. That could be it. Yep. My mind did not go there at all, but that does make sense. So not an elemental pillar, but something that deals the other things like heavy or
Yeah,
can't think of one off the top. Holy, things like that. Yep.
yeah.
Pillar that affects heavy attacks by 1. Yep. Yep. It's a great idea, Mr.
Mhm.
Alex. Who knows what's coming down the line? I don't even know because it's in
Yeah.
the dev team's heads. Some of it's in our heads too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there it is. Madtown got it. He picked up on Citizens. That's new terminology that you got to wait a week, but in a week,
Mhm.
Jason can be all over that and
Yeah.
explain it all to you guys.
I think the
It'll
plan
be
is
a
next week we're going to have a special guest. I think Will's hoping to join because obviously Will's been the primary designer of cards in the set, and it's been a really fun process working with him. We all give him suggestions and ideas, and he pulls out cards, and
Yep.
then we as a team we kind of tweak it all together. But it's very much like a major portion of it comes right out of Will's head. So it'll be fun to have him talking about what he thought in his design process.
Yeah, that'll be great. It'd be really nice to have that conversation with him and open it up for people to ask questions, which actually, if people do have questions ahead of time that they'd like to ask Will for next week or even us, send them to hello@edgeofexile.com because that way we can be prepared for some of them. If they're questions off the cuff, sometimes we don't have all the answers, but if we know ahead of time, we can usually plan for it, which would be great. I don't know if we've said that in a while to send any questions there or not. We may have.
I'm just trying to get this WinTouch carry to get out
Yeah.
of the way so we can show people the email address. Come on, WinTouch carry. Stop hogging the spotlight. You've already had your turn. Here, there
Yeah,
you go.
you're done. Fly away. Fly away.
That's a little better. That's a little better.
Oh, it's still delayed on mine, so it's all covered up. And to me, you just sound crazy now saying that's better, but everything's still covered. Okay, yeah, that's better. Yeah, that did work out a bit better.
There we go.
Yep. But there we go. Yeah, so it's a big attack on that. Decent amount of health. 4 health isn't anything to sneeze about either, and sneeze at either. And it's got some special continuous ability on there, and a new united ability. And that's what you can see coming forward in Metamorphosis later this year. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, now I can't wait for next week. I know we're not even done this week. We're like halfway through, and I can't wait for next week to reveal more to them, Jason. It's killing me.
How many names do you got on your list so far tonight, Jeff?
I have 10 names. Let me go through them. Make sure I haven't missed anyone, if you guys don't mind. So I have Jeffrey P. It's Me Ebby, John R. Duelist Sync, Damien C. Madtown Hobby, Edward T. Mr. Alex, Marcus P. and New London Fire. So I got 10 there. Damien
Nice.
Soutier are going to get stronger, yeah? Yep. Some nice support there for anyone that's in Bellum or that shares a Bellum affiliation. That's good. I mean, 6 chi puts it just over that halfway point, so you do have to balance it a little bit. Not crazy, but a little bit more balancing needed there. But something that's doable.
Oh,
That is
I
very
just thought of it. I wanted to thank Madtown Hobby too. He put up a nice video talking about all the champions just in the last couple days
Yes.
over on his
Yes, I
channel.
saw that post. It's in my queue. I would have watched it tonight, but apparently we have to do this live thing, so I didn't get a chance to right now. But it will be watched. Actually, I can't watch it right after this because there's going to be
What's
another
going
live
on?
coming right after this.
That's right.
Apparently, everyone's favorite duo named after a card that some people hate, the Chrono Walkers, are going to be going live.
Okay.
They've got special stuff they're going to. Yeah, that was a weird description. I don't get to it, but I know some people actually hate Chrono Walkers, and but people love the Chrono Walkers duo that do the show. So yeah, we are going to watch. That's right, Madtown. Right after, well, at 8:00, unless we run overtime, the Chrono Walkers are going live, and they won't tell me what it's about. Did they tell you what it's about, Jason? They won't tell me. They just said they're going live, and they got something they want to surprise everyone with.
I asked in Discord for a little hint, and all I got was crickets. So I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, no, Damien. I have no idea what they're showing off. So that's not that's not like blowing smoke. I genuinely don't know. So I don't know what they're doing, but it's also big news just to have them back. Last time was when they were cracking, I think, Invasion, and they spent hours per pack. I think they got through 3 packs in the first 3 hours, and then they started speeding up a bit. But it was awesome to watch. It was really, really good, and they're engaging. So that those 3 hours went by like that. It was amazing. Before you knew it, it was the sun was rising, and I was late for work.
Well, when you're talking about something that you love or that you
Yeah.
really enjoy, time flies by, and time gets away from us sometimes when we're talking. And I'm sure
Yep.
they didn't even realize they were approaching 3 hours in the video when they ended it. So
Oh yeah, Eric and Sean said that they had no idea that that's what, and I think they did follow ups going, okay, now we're gonna get through more stuff, and they still didn't, if memory serves correctly. Which I'm assuming they're not here because they're prepping for it. They want to go off
yeah,
a hitch.
they're probably fighting
Um,
with their OBS to make sure their sound
yeah,
works.
sounds like it's par for the course.
Right?
Is there a more promising date for release of Meta? There is not as of yet.
Yeah. There's still a
Yep.
couple of things that are being worked out in the process, but
Mhm.
we are making some exciting progress. And again, that partly harkens back to how great Gamma was for us when we were down at Gamma in the States a few weeks ago. Met some new people that good partnerships and people to keep in touch with moving forward and things like that. So
Mhm.
um, all I can tell you about the release of Metamorphosis is, although that we can't put a date on it, every day I feel even more and more confident that it's going to be really
Oh yeah.
it's going to go really well when it comes out. I have no doubt. So
Yep. Yep. Definitely. I mean the artwork so far is incredible, as you know, Jason. What we've seen, the gameplay is great from it. It's, I mean, it sounds like we're self-aggrandizing, but it's true. Like it's just going places that Genesis has never gone before, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's going to be really exciting, really, really exciting when people get their hands on it.
yeah. I feel the same way. And I mean, in a local bit, Marcus, who plays up in our area, he's already did a lot of proxying and deck building for the new champions, and they're all having fun play testing with them. So it's pretty
It's
cool.
awesome.
There's definitely people are happy with what they've seen so far, which is awesome.
Oh, Madtown has a question, Jason. You might be able to answer. Any tease on a new chase? So there's something we discussed earlier. If you want to talk about
Oh,
some of
thanks for
the,
reminding me. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
reversible cards.
Yep. Somebody was asking, I was having a nice chat with somebody on Discord today, and they asked me the question, how's it going to work with the dual-sided cards that are going to be foil in the next set? Because it's the first time that we've had a front and back that both have card art on them. And I said I'd have to check to see if I could make an announcement tonight, because I don't think we had actually shared this info yet. And I'm really happy with how we're doing it. I think it's great. So I'm going to give you a little bit of inside baseball info. When we talked to our printers, they did have one concern on printing both sides of a card foil. And no, it's not because they would curl, because we've been, as everybody knows now, we've been really lucky with our cards not curling. But it's actually more the fact that mechanically, when cards are getting printed and they have the foiling on both sides, whichever side is going on the conveyor, it kind of tends to scuff the foiling a little bit, where it doesn't do that so much with a normal card back. So what we decided, because we wanted people to be able to collect both sides of cards as foils, but we didn't want to give people a bunch of scuffed foils, is for all the dual-sided cards, we're going to be that all the dual-sided cards that would be foil, so anything that's like rare or epic, things like that. We're going to be printing two versions of them. One version is going to come out, version A, where it's the front side of the card foil and the back side normal, and then there'll be a B version of those cards, or however it gets numbered, where it'll be the back side is foil and the front is normal. And that way, in a perfect world, if you really wanted to have both sides foil, you could get two copies of the card and just keep one in your deck box for when you transform, and just
Yep.
pull out the other foil and just swap them in and out. Which I think mainly for quality control purposes, it was important that we didn't want to put out dual-sided foils that are all scuffed up and things like that, right, Jeff?
Yep, that's exactly it. When we talked to the printer, like you said, Jason, they did advise they can do it. They advised against it only because of quality control issues. They would do their best to not send any out scuffed, but there was a chance, and we really didn't want to do that if at all possible. Plus, it added this collectability to it that we thought was really really interesting.
hmm The other thing about
Flipping
Chase
on
that will
champions.
probably be coming up in the future is organized play is still on the horizon. It's coming sooner or later. And
Hmm.
when organized play comes, we'll be doing our own versions of promo packs. All the stores that have been buying product recently, we've been sending them a bunch of promo packs from the old Haunted Castle gaming era.
Yep.
but we've started thinking about what we want to put into our promo packs. And I don't want to make any promises, but there is a good chance there might be a few alternate art cards you can only get through promo packs that maybe you wouldn't find in a booster pack. So there's a chance there for us to explore some extra chase and collectability in the game by going to your local game stores to play the game. So that's something that we're looking into as well.
Damien's asking about the champions. No, they're not, but every champion comes in an epic and a full epic availability as well, like they did for Invasion. So those do have the chance to be foiled in an epic borderless format.
Yep.
That's the one thing different than our rare only epic is the champions.
Yeah, because they deserve it, right? You play with champions so much, you want to be able to find a super cool ultra alternate art version of them.
Yep. Yeah, and the way that they were received very well in Invasion when the full art frame break and the full art frame break foils just really, I think, got people excited. People really loved seeing those, which was great. I was happy that they were so happy. Yeah. Yep. What else do we have to talk about tonight, Jason?
I don't know, to be honest with you. It was a bit of a disrupted week, what with it being Easter, like you mentioned. So
Yep.
for some of us who, depending on what kind of jobs we have, we had the Friday off with family and then the Monday off, like today. And it's been a bit of a crazy week. I don't really have a lot else lined up for tonight. I kind of
Mhm.
came in tonight thinking it might be a bit of a lighter week
Yep.
than usual. Because next week, when we hopefully have Will here and we're revealing multiple cool cards that all work together, we'll have some really cool synergy and stuff to explore next week. But
Yeah, that's right. That makes more sense.
tonight's kind of just to set the appetite for people and give them a little tease with the Wind Touch carry and let them know,
Yep.
ooh, something cool's coming.
Yep. I can't wait to see what people start talking about in the Discord to try and guess what's going on. Always nice. Someone a couple of days in, someone usually asks a question and then we get a little bit of back and forth. It's nice to see that.
Yeah, we always love the engagement, that's for sure. Anything else
Uh,
that you want to cover tonight, Jen?
no,
Or
I've got nothing specific to touch upon. I like you, Jason, assumed it would be a very light day. I wasn't even sure how many people would be coming and stopping by. I do want to remind people, if you haven't commented yet in either chat, please comment so that I can get your name on the list. We've still got 10 people on that list, and I want to make sure we get everyone in because it is a lighter one, Jason, maybe in the next 40 minutes we'll spin the wheel. We'll call it earlier, and we'll give people a chance to, grab a bite, grab a drink, and then sit back down for the chrono walk. Make sure you them.
that's right.
Just look
Yeah.
for Chrono Walkers on YouTube. You should be able to find it. They're on YouTube, right? I'm not wrong. It's not Twitch. I think it's YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be
okay.
fun to watch. I'll be
Had a little
tuning into that
confusion.
after.
Uh-oh. Will's here. I gotta add his name to the
Will's here. Yeah. Now, was he
Will.
here the whole time, or did he just like? I don't
He
know.
is like Pokeroo, which will be lost on probably most people watching this, that he just shows up when someone else doesn't show up. Which was supposed to be me. I'm not supposed to be around when Will's around. It's our own little. There's a Canadian show called Pokeroo. I think it was in the States too. I think it made some headway there. Where one of the two hosts would disappear, and this strange giraffe-like creature would come out, and they never knew where the other person went, and that was the big joke and mystery of it. And the kids were like, "I don't know where that other guy went to." He always back and say, "I missed him again." It's like a ongoing gag that anyone under the age of about 8 loved, and anyone over the age of 8 just kind of rolled their eyes, and anyone over the age of 4 was funny again, like children.
It was
a scarring show. Oh, no way. Well, Will, if you want to talk about scarring shows, sorry, I know I'm going off topic, but like you said, Jason, there's not a lot to cover. If anyone's familiar with Today's Special, which was another Canadian show that I read recently,
I
had
loved
some
that
great.
one.
Oh no. Okay, so it had great foothold in the U.S. apparently too. So some American viewers might know it as well. It was a Canadian show which had some interesting looking puppets. Some of them looked a little bit more realistic, kind of going the uncanny valley almost with the security guard and the mouse that looked a little bit, I don't know, weird. But two things about it bugged me the most. I knew no one else in my life named Jeff, and one of the main characters in it name was Jeff, and that freaked me out. That someone else out there had my name, because I didn't know anyone at the time that had my name. And Jeff was a mannequin that would come to life. A little bit of inside baseball. I cannot handle mannequins that come. Mannequins in general freak me out. There's a Twilight episode this happens in. There was a PlayStation VR demo of one of those horror games that this happens in where a thing moves. And the movie Mannequin. which my wife loves, and I have never seen because I cannot handle mannequins too loud. So if you ever want to freak me out, dress as a mannequin, stand still for a bit, and then move. I will definitely have a heart attack. I can guarantee you of that. So that's a little inside baseball on me. I couldn't take today's special. Oh, that's scar.
But Muffy was so cute, and Sam the Watchman, and
Damn, thank you.
Jeff
That was
the
his mannequin.
mannequin, and
No, Jeff the mannequin.
and I
He
believe
never existed.
his human friend who worked in the store. I think her name might have been Sharon. I think Sharon.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna make me look it up now because now I'm
loved
curious.
that show. I loved it as a kid. I always dreamed about how fun it'd be to get locked into Kmart overnight or something like that. Whereas as it turns out, as an adult, I now realize it would have just sucked because mannequins don't wake up and play games with you. But when you're young and impressionable.
Jody. Her name was Jody, the character.
Jody, yeah.
Oh God, and someone was a mime? Oh no, this show gets worse and worse. Don't look it up. You'll have nightmares. You know what? Look it up during the day. Don't look it up before bed. You'll have nightmares. If your name is Jeff and you don't like mannequins that come to life.
Mannequin champion incoming.
Nope. What's the puppet one or whatever? That's as far as I go. I'm willing to handle that. I can handle. Beyond that, nope. Veto power. This is the stamp that says veto on it.
We're gonna name the mannequin Vito. That's cool. So it's an Italian.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man, we're probably a little overtired, Jason, if we're laughing this uproariously about this now.
Well, I guess we should probably get the list taken care of so that we can end our
let's do
episode
that.
in time for people to get a break before the Chrono Walker stream starts.
Let me read the list one more time, just in case we missed anyone. Jeffrey P, It's Me Ebby, John R, Duelist, Damien C, Madtown Hobby, Edward T, Mr. Alex, Marcus P, New London Fire, and Will K. We got that 11th person in there now. If you didn't hear your name, what did I start? Yeah. If you didn't hear your name, chat now. Say a quick comment as I move the camera to face it, and I'll get your name added to it.
All right, last call, people. Last chance for you to get entered to win a prize.
There we go.
As it goes all dark in Jeff's room, then it goes all bright in Jeff's room. I swear. Wait, is that a mannequin moving behind you there, Jeff?
Oh my God. I'm telling you guys, when did PlayStation VR come out? 7-8 years ago, something like that. Someone had it, one of my friends. We sat down. It was a demo of
Silent Hill, I think. It was
Silent Hill. I think it was a demo of that. You walk around in this house. Nothing is happening in this house. You walk up these stairs, there's a bunch of mannequins. Yeah. I go, okay. Turn around in the VR, try and open a drawer, nothing there. I turn back. The mannequin that was at the wall is now at the top of the stairs. I didn't see it move. It was just in a new place. Nope. I literally just took the goggles off. I'm like, nope, I'm done. No more for me. Is that better now?
I just saw new names to add now.
I do. Oh, good. Because you know what? Let me pull this screen over so I can see them. Ah, there we are. Okay, good. We have Zachary. Okay. We have Eric.
And over on the other chat, you're going to have to add Timmy T as well. Timmy T has just joined the chat just in time.
For those that don't know, Eric is.
Oh, don't ruin the magic, Jeff. Don't add
okay.
him. Don't
Never mind.
Magic.
I don't know who Eric is, but yeah, he's so surprised about the Chrono Walkers as well. So
I think he's like the Chrono Walkers' biggest fan. He loves their
That's
content.
what it is. Yep, that's what it is. He's their biggest fan. If you go there, you might see him chatting in their chat. Jeffrey P, It's Me Evie, John R, Duelist, Damien, Madtown, Edward, Mr. Alex, Marcus, New London Fire, Will, Zachary, Eric, and Timmy T. And we shuffle up.
Perfect.
We got enough on screen there, yeah. And we're gonna wait. Who was that? Oh, that's Damien. Spin.
Oh, that's Damien.
What? I didn't mean it that way. I just thought it was another person commenting to get their name in.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's Madtown.
It is Madtown. Congrats.
It is Madtown.
Woohoo! Very cool.
Have you ever won before Madtown, or is it always one of those ones where it's close to you? I can't remember now. I feel like this might be your first or maybe second. I don't know.
I think
early on for you, for sure.
My gut tells me I think he's won at least once because he's pretty good at showing up.
Yeah, he's here all the time. That's why I feel bad if it's your first time winning, but you are here quite often. So
well
you've won before?
That's what we're saying. It's well deserved.
Yes. He's won 3 times. Oh my gosh.
3 times. Oh my goodness. Maybe not that well deserved.
Save the rest for the rest of us. That's great. No, I'm glad you won again.
Awesome. Very cool.
Congratulations. Anything last minute, Jason? Or you want to just do a sign off? Let the Chrono Walkers teleport in.
My whole last minute is just I want to once again thank everybody for tuning in. We had a bunch of people chatting on both channels tonight. Great viewership, and I appreciate it. It's always awesome, especially this is Easter Monday, so it could have easily went the other way, and we could have had a quiet night because people are busy. But I think I can say for everybody on the team that we really appreciate it when you guys and girls tune in every week, and we love it. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Anything that you want to say, Jeff, before we call it a
Oh,
night?
no, I think I'm good. Let's get those credits rolling and see if there's a fun little line at the end. Sometimes I don't know if you guys know that. Sometimes Jason sneaks in a fun little line right at the end of the credits. So
Oh no,
it's like our own little Marvel thing. You have to stick to the end.
I'm
Well, don't tell me you didn't do it today. The one day I brought it up.
No, I'm guilty. I haven't done it for a couple weeks. I've been using the
Oh,
same
okay.
credits. I've yeah, I'm bad. But now that I'm not doing champion videos every week, next week I don't have an excuse. I will have some cool post-credit jokes again. Thanks everybody.
Or
Thank you,
or
Jeff,
is he
as well.
fooling you? Watch to the end of the credits. You never know. Maybe this is a trick. It's
Yeah,
not a trick.
maybe.
It's not a trick.
Thanks everybody. I'll
you all.
see you probably in the chat over on the Chrono Walkers channel. Goodbye, folks.
The king is dead, killed from a poisonous cup. Another prophet sings, and the crowd erupts. Hail the new king.